Hello, hello. Today I'm talking about sleep, why it's important, and why especially moms need to be getting enough sleep. So, I know a lot of you already know why sleep is important. That's when our organs heal, and that's when we rejuvenate, and that's when we regain and renew and all the things. Our brains need to rest. And a lot of people are not getting enough sleep these days. And there's a lot of reasons that could be. It could be mineral or vitamin deficiencies. It could be mental issues, stress, EMFs, babies, right? Children, toddlers that are waking you up. There's so many different things that it could be. But homeopathy can help you get enough sleep. But the thing with sleep, when we use homeopathy for sleep, yes, there are protocols for sleep. And yes, they could work. Maybe they will. But if you have found protocols for sleep and they're not working, we have to dig deeper. And the deeper issue is, why are you not sleeping? We need to ask more questions, dig a little deeper. Again, is it a deficiency, a mineral or vitamin deficiency? Is it hormonal? Is it a gut issue? Is it a mental, emotional condition, stress, fear? Right? Homeopathy can help all of those things. Homeopathy cannot help you, mamas, with the babies and the children who are waking you up. You know what homeopathy can help you with, though, is if your babies or your children are waking you up often, you're not getting enough sleep, homeopathy can help you manage your emotions and maybe give you a little bit of energy. But, what I love about homeopathy is that when stressors come, each person tends to handle those stressors different ways, right? So I might get angry and, scream or yell or whatever that is. And somebody else might get sad and cry and go inward and hide and, get depressed. And somebody else might get full of fear and worry and anxiousness and, and restlessness and all those things. So there's so many different ways. What homeopathy can help, it can't take away the stress, but what it can help you do is manage how you respond to that stress. So same with sleep. If you're not getting enough sleep because children and babies are waking you up, or you might even just be a night caregiver and you're not able to sleep at night because you're taking care of someone who's awake at night, homeopathy can help you manage the emotions that come with that, and maybe even, like I said, give you a little bit of energy. But sleep is important, so we need to dig deep and figure out why you're not sleeping. Now, that doesn't mean go and get a bunch of tests. It's about the right questions. Okay, so the way that I figure out, I've done this for many, many years, when something's going wrong in my body, I figure out what it is without going to get tests. I can figure that out by keeping a journal. So this is a food and mood journal, sleep, stress. So, and I don't mean, listen, especially, I'm mostly talking to moms, but of course, guys struggle with this too, but I don't mean sit down for hours every day and write. And if you're not a writer and you don't like to write, you don't have to write. Get something where you can voice text some notes to yourself, right? But it's just a quick note. Slept, bed last night, woke up this morning, this time, woke up 3 times in the middle of the night, and my mind was racing. Then you start to, over time, you can see patterns. Because if you're also writing down your foods that you ate that day, how those foods made you feel, and even the moon. So, the full moon can cause people to be sleepless and restless. And there's a reason for that. I'm not going to get into that. So it's important. I think it's super important to keep a journal, write down, or voice text yourself. It's quick, it's easy. This is not a big deal. You know what? I love the app MyFitnessPal because I can put in there the food that I eat, the water that I drink, and there's a place for notes. There's a place for food notes and a place for, I don't know what the other notes section is. I don't know if it's it says something else, notes. And so I can, in the food notes, I'll record, I got really sleepy after this meal, or I got really hungry, or I craved sugar after this meal. And then, so you could really keep everything in there. I mean, you could keep, also write down your bowel movements. So over time, you'll see a pattern. Okay, these days I didn't have regular bowel movements, and I also, then following that, I didn't sleep. So then we know it's a gut issue, right? Or these days were this is where I was in my cycle, and then I also didn't sleep well. We know it's hormonal. These days I ate more sugar, and then I didn't sleep well that night. So, or those nights, whatever. So you can really figure it out over time. And then we address the root of the sleep problem without having to go get tested. Now, I mean, maybe you need to get tested for whatever reason. Maybe some people have to end up going to get tested, blood test or stool test or whatever. That's fine to do too. But start with journaling. There's some great sleep protocols, like I said, and there's some great sleep remedies. There's a lot of great sleep remedies. First go-tos for sleep remedies are coffea cruda, when you can't sleep because your mind is racing. If it's hormonal, sepia might be a choice for you. It's not the only one. If it's mental emotional, ignatia is a great choice. And so those are just a few. If it's fear, aconite can be a great choice. If you just can't get comfortable in bed, arnica is a great choice. If you're overall an angry, irritable person and you can't sleep, nux vomica could be a good choice. So I hope that helps. And I hope you sleep well and get to the bottom of your sleep issues.